What's going on, everybody? This is Soulful, bringing you guys a new series to the SoulfulSax Game channel. This is actually going to be a series of surviving Mars. Now, if you are guys a fan of the channel, I did start this as a series on our live Let's Stream, but there were some changes that were made to the game. After those changes were made, that file was no longer usable. So now we're starting a brand new Let's Play here on the YouTube channel. We will probably do some live streams of this over on our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/SoulfulSax _gaming. So check us out over there. Follow the channel on Twitch, so that way when we do go live, you'll be able to follow us over there. So right now what we're doing is we're doing the basic starting profile for the game of surviving Mars, and basically we're just picking the commander profile for the game. We'll go ahead and move on to the sponsor and choosing the logo and all those different things, and then we're gonna get to the payload of what we're gonna take with us to Mars, so that way we can start a new colony. So right now we're just going through everything, looking through all the different options for the different sponsors. When I did the live Let's Play on Twitch, I did it with the India mission sponsor, and that initially gave us medium-sized domes off rip. But this time I'm actually just going to go with the easy mode, so that way I don't have to worry about any problems. We get the most funding. So we just went with the International Mars Mission Program as the sponsor this time with this Let's Play. So let's see, where do we go next? So this is actually post commentary. I recorded this gameplay 2 weeks ago, and I apologize guys. The reason why I did not release it initially is because I was sick for about 2 weeks. I had a cold. As you can kind of probably still hear, I'm still a little raspy. But I'm getting much better. I feel a lot better than I did 2 weeks ago. Basically, I was kind of under the weather to the point where I didn't want to talk that much, and making commentary for gameplay would aggravate that. So, didn't kind of want to do that. Wanted to kind of stay away from it for a little while and let my throat rest. So, right now, what we're doing is we're deciding what we're going to take with us as part of the payload. We're taking 2 drone hubs, we're taking 2 Sterling generators, we're taking all the different RC robots that we can take with us. I get rid of the probes because I realize that's a waste. And I think I go with like 10 drones. Let's see. No, I go with 8. Okay, I go with 8 off rip. I know with another shipment I sent 10 drones, so that's going to be further on down the line when you get the next upload of this gameplay, which will be coming out very shortly. I'm going to actually go render each of these videos as soon as possible, so I can get them out on a schedule so you can guys start getting a new series, Surviving Mars, more rapidly on the channel. We are also going to start definitely playing more other games, more as live streams on that Twitch channel. So definitely, again, go follow us on the Twitch channel, so that way you will be notified when we do go live. I have Jurassic World Evolution. That's gonna be a Let's Play that I'm gonna just go ahead and start streaming, because it's taking me a little bit of time to get through it. I was playing it in my own personal time, but I've only gotten through the first 3 parks, and I still got 3 more parks to go, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just release it as the Let's Play. I was actually trying to get to the sandbox mode, so I can just do like a sandbox version as a live stream, but you might as well watch the process of going through the game. So that'll be a live stream coming up very soon. So again, I'm still just making sure I'm deciding exactly how many things we want to send with us on this particular payload for the first initial trip. Alright, so we're going to let this finish, and I'm going to come back with the live commentary once we move on to the next section. Alright, so this is the planet map. Basically, at this point, what we have to do is we have to go ahead and find where do we want to settle our colony. Now, as you're looking at the map, I actually had to speed up to time because it took me quite a while looking for these areas, looking through them all, because you have to look at the different bars, meter bars that are on the right hand side. You have two different things you have to worry about. You have to worry about threats, which is most important, and resources. Now, I say threats, which is most important because depending on what kind of threats you may have to take on as part of doing a colony will also determine what kind of resources you'll need more of. As an example, with threats you got dust devils, which are tornadoes, dust storms, which are basically just like in India when they get sandstorms, it's the same thing. It's a dust storm. Meteors, self-explanatory, and cold waves. Cold waves is basically where the planet just goes outside of the sun's view and you get a cold wave where everything freezes past the point of ice freezing, which can damage equipment and freeze up water sources. So that's also the reason why resources is secondary as part of what you're looking for. So I tried to find the best spot that had the least threats and the most amount of resources, and as you will see, we will find it towards the end.
Welcome to Mars.
Alright, so now that we've settled on where we're gonna go, we get the Welcome to Mars introduction, and then we get to choose where we're gonna land on the map. The map automatically gives us one initial box where we can be able to land at, and then you have to scan the rest of the actual grid to figure out what else is in the area. So we got a pretty good landing spot. We got two water sources. The yellowish ground color areas is concrete, and the one on the right hand side, that's metal, underground metal. So what we do right here is we're going to pause the game. We go right into our research tree. Now the research tree is the different upgrades of the technologies that you can gain to improve your performance in the gameplay. So you want to do that off rip because with the sponsor that we get, we automatically get 300 research points per day that were there. So you don't want to waste those. That's the first thing you want to do is you want to start researching as fast as possible so you can get those upgrades kicked in really quickly. And definitely that was what I went ahead and did. Paused it right before we even landed. Now we're going to settle where we're going to put the spaceship. And it's actually kind of like a little side joke for like the community of the individuals that have like really loved this type of game. We call these the flying orcas, because if you actually look at the spaceship, it really looks like an orca well. And that's what we've always been calling them as part of a little side joke on like the Surviving Mars community on Twitch, and Twitter. So definitely, it's just a little side joke, just giving you a little side joke information about the game that was funny to us, to me when I first found out about it. All right, so we've chosen where we're gonna put the ship. The game's still on pause, so the ship's not actually gonna land at this point. But right here, this is where I am gonna go ahead and end off the first episode of Surviving Mars. Definitely, I want to thank you guys for checking out this first episode, and we're definitely gonna have many more coming to this YouTube channel here on SoulfulSax Gaming. Check us out again on Twitter. That's at SoulfulSax Gaming, and I will catch you guys later.